This is a video tutorial for the Happy Days TERRIE gift bag. It has a drawstring opening and it's designed to hold a chocolate orange that you want to give for a gift. And the top forms beautiful petals. If you don't want to use it for a chocolate, why not try a bath bomb, which fits in just as well. And this is how you make it. You will need fabric for the outer, fabric for the lining, some ribbon or cord, and a thread of bobbin. Using your template, cut one outer and one lining. Place both fabrics right sides together, so this is the pretty side. Place them together, line up all the sides and add some clips. I've clipped all the way around and I've left myself a reminder to leave a gap, and I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and starting at the edge of the gap, sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance along and stop, back up to the top, stop, all the way top and down to the bottom and stop, and back to the gap and stop. I've sewn all the way around using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I've remembered to leave a gap. I've snipped each of the 4 corners quite close to the edge. Be careful you don't snip the stitches though. And now I'm going to turn it the right way through the gap I left at the bottom, which is proving, there we go, through there. I've turned it the right way through the gap and I've pushed out each of the 4 corners. That's quite important so you get a nice finish. I've folded in the gap so it's all nice and straight, and now I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and top stitch, and I'm going to use about 1/8 inch so it's relatively close to that edge all the way around. You could use a fancy stitch at this stage if you want to, all the way around, and that will then seal that gap. We'll need now to fold in each corner, and to do this, take a ruler and measure 7 centimetres from each corner and make a mark. Use a heat erasable pen and make a mark, and repeat this on all corners. As I've done here, we're going to draw a line. So using those marks that we drew earlier, draw a straight line all the way across. I've joined up all the 7 centimetre lines, made a nice straight line. I'm going to use those lines for my folding. So using that line we made, fold your fabric on that line and add a pin. You could use clips if you wish. And work your way around. Adding a pin. And you should end up with it looking like this. Next I'm going to draw the lines for the channeling as I've done here. Measure 1 centimetre from the folded edge and draw a line. Next, measure 1 centimetre in from each line and add a mark. And this will form your sewing line. So when you've marked them all, as I've done, we'll take them over to the sewing machine and starting from the mark I've just made to the other mark, sew carefully along the line, and do this on all of the petals. I've sewn over each of my channeling lines, and I've remembered to leave 1 centimetre either side. That's correct. So your finished product should look like this. Now thread your needle or your bodkin with your ribbon, or you could use a safety pin, and starting at one side, thread through the channeling. Then thread your bodkin or your safety pin up again, and we'll thread the other way. I've tied a knot, and now starting from the opposite side, thread your other piece of ribbon. And there we are, the other side. And we'll tie a knot in it. Now we're ready to put our orange inside. So turn it over, place your orange in the middle, or your bath bomb, whichever you're using, and then gently pull it closed. And that's your Happy Days Terry gift bag all finished. Ready for any gift, such as your chocolate orange, a bath bomb, or any other small gift you'd like to put inside.